of the Shrew. I thought I had turned off that house music, and apparently it didn't go off. All right, there we go. Ha! Isn't it fun when the theater tech does how it's supposed to? All right, where was I? Yes! The point of Justice Theater is to use the power of the performing arts to raise money for social causes. So just by showing up and donating whatever you can, you have already actively made the world a better place. So thank you! All of the proceeds of this weekend's performances go to Keep Our Clinics, an initiative by the Abortion Care Network, which financially supports small grassroots clinics all over the country, particularly in rural areas. When the performance and beneficiary was chosen some months ago, the destruction of our reproductive safety net with the dissolution of Roe v. Wade seemed like the most pressing issue at hand. However, between then and now, the conservative backlash that our country is experiencing has accelerated somewhat. Abortion and restricting its access has never been about protecting anyone. It has always been about control, patriarchal control. And it is imperative that we see that the destruction of our reproductive rights protection and the current tsunami of assaults against queer and trans rights are connected in that those are all things that threaten patriarchal control. Empowered women, empowered queer people, empowered trans folks all threaten the patriarchy and the gender binary norms that underpin it. Amen. One of the things that helps to disseminate these gender binary norms throughout our culture are the stories that we tell one another in our books, in our movies, in our television shows, and in our plays. Comedy is particularly responsible for this. Comedy occurs when our expectations are subverted, and in the way that comedy is structured, generally the expectations are stereotypical ones determined by the dominant culture. This is particularly true in the case of the classics, and this is particularly true of this classic play by William Shakespeare. The Taming of the Shrew has largely fallen out of rotation at a lot of theater companies, but it still has its share of apologists, and its narrative core comes to us in the derivative and more palatable versions like Kiss Me Kate or 10 Things I Hate About You. Tonight's production seeks to directly confront and interrogate some of the patriarchal norms and the way they are enforced in a way that is controlling to the detriment of everyone. And we hope that you will enjoy confronting these ideas with us tonight. There will be a 10 to 15-minute talkback after the show if you would like to stay and ask questions of the actors and the director. Tonight's performance runs approximately 75 minutes with no intermission. Thank you so much for coming out to support Justice Theater.
You will not pay for the glasses you have burst?
No, not a denier.
You whoreson, drunken churl. You had best be gone and take your drunken paunch elsewhere, for in this house you shall have no rest tonight.
You're a baggage.
Now, sir, what sort of plays have you?
Marry, my lord, you may have a tragical, or a commodity, or what you will.
Comedy, thou shouldst say? Sounds thou shameless soul. What's the name of your comedy?
'Tis called The Taming of a Shrew. 'Tis a good lesson for us, my lord, for us that are married men.
The Taming of the Shrew? That's excellent, sure. For God's sake, a pot of small ale. Whoa! Well, bring a lady hither to our sight, and once again a pot of the smallest ale. Where's my wife?
Here, noble lord. What is thy will with her?
Are you my wife, and will not call me husband? Madam, undress you now, and come to bed. Mary, play it! Come, Madam Wife, and sit by my side. Let the world slip. We shall ne'er be younger.
Whoa!
Oh, Polydore! Since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, the pleasant garden of great Italy, tell me thy mind, for I have Pisa left and am to Padua come, as he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
I am in all affected as yourself. Glad to see you thus continue your resolve to sup the sweets of sweet philosophy.
But stay a while. What company is this?
Importune me no further, for how firmly I'm resolved. You know that is not to bestow my younger daughters before I have a husband for the eldest. You shall have to court her at your pleasure.
To cart her, rather. She's too rough for me.
Pray, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst your mates?
Mates maid? How mean you that? No mates for you, unless you were of a gentler, milder mold.
In faith, sir, you shall never need to fear.
All such devils, good Lord, deliver us!
And me too, good Lord, that wench is stark matter, wonderful froward. But in the other silence do I see maids, mild behavior and sobriety.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good what I have said. Bianca, and let it not displease you, Emilia, for I shall love thee ne'er the less, my girls.
Sister, continue in my discontent.
Ma'am, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Polydore, thou mayest hear Minerva speak.
Oh, why will you mew her up, Signora Baptista, for this hell fiend, and make her bear the penance of her tongue?
Content ye, I am resolved. Daughters, begone, hie ye to the church.
And I trust I may go too, may I not?
You may go to the devil's dam. Your gifts are so good, here's none will hold you. Why, how now, my lord? What, in a dump to see these damn souls pass away so soon?
Trust me, my friend, I must confess to thee, I took so much delight in these fair dames as I had wished they had not been gone so soon.
I cannot blame your honor, good my lord, for they are both lovely, wise, fair, young, and one of them, the youngest of the three, I long have loved, sweet friend, and she loved me, but never yet we could not find a means how we might compass our desired joys. Huh?
Why, is your mother not willing to do the match?
Yes, trust me. But she has solemnly sworn her eldest daughter first shall be espoused before she grants the youngest leave to love.
And I must needs love her second daughter, the image of honor and nobility.
I like your choice. I'm glad your show's not mine. And we must devise a means and find someone who will attempt to wed this devilish scold.
Thinkest thou, Polydor, though her mother be very rich, any man is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tush, Lucentio, though it pass your patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, would take her with all faults, and money enough.
I cannot tell, but as I had leave take her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
A man, I think, will fit her humor right, as blunt of wit as she is sharp of tongue. And he, I think, will match her every way, and if he compass her to be his wife, then may we freely visit both our loves.
But stay, here comes some other company.
Here comes the man that I did tell you of.
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my friends in Padua, but of all, my best beloved and approved friend Polydor. And I trow this is his house.
My old friend Rubio! And my good friend Petruchio! How do
Polydor!
And now, tell me, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young men throughout the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home, where small experience grows. But in a few, Signor Polydor, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased.
Bro.
And so I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at home. And so I'm come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favored wife? Thou saying me but a little for my counsel. And yet I promise you she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
One rich enough to be Petruchio's wife? I come to wive it wealthily in Padua, if wealthily then happily in Padua.
Petruchio, since we are stepped thus far in, I shall continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife with wealth enough, and young, and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is false enough, is that she is intolerable curse, and shrewd, and froward. So beyond all measure that were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Polydor, peace, thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough, for I will board her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her mother is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentle dame. Her name is Katharina Minola, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I will not sleep, Polydor, until I see her. And therefore let me be thus bold with you to give you over this first encounter, unless you will accompany me thither.
I pray you let him go while I humor last.
Tarry, Petruchio! I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. She hath the jewel of my life in hold, her youngest daughter, beautiful Amelia, and her withholds from me and others more, supposing it a thing impossible for those defects I have before rehearsed, that ere Katharina will be wooed. Therefore this order hath Baptista ta'en, that none shall have access unto Amelia till Katharina the cursed have got a husband.
Katharina the Cursed! The title for a maid of all titles, the worst. Polydor, have you told him all her faults?
I know she is an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
But will you woo this wildcat?
Why came I hither but to that intent? Think you a little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar?
Yes.
Have I not heard the sea puffed up with winds, rage like an angry board shaped with sweat? Have I not heard great ordnance in the field, and heaven's artillery thunder in the skies? Have I not in a pitched battle heard loud larums, neighing steeds, trumpets clang? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue?
For he fears none!
Ah!
Pray, prithee, do you but stand aside, and I will make her mother bring her hither.
Ha ha!
Good sister, wrong me not, nor wrong yourself to make a bondmaid and a thrall of me.
Or what you will command me while I do, so well I know my duty to my elders.
Of all thy suitors here I charge thee, tell me whom thou lovest best. See, thou dissemble not.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, never have I yet beheld that special face of which I could fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest, is it not Polydor? Ooh!
Is it for him you do envy me so?
No.
Nay then, you jest, and now I will perceive you have but jested with us all the while.
I prithee, sister Kate, untie my hands. If that be just, then all the rest is so. Come here. Like that here?
Why, now, dame,
Whence grows this insolence?
Bianca, stand aside. Poor girl. She weeps. Go, ply thy needle. Meddle not with her. For shame, thou helding of a devilish spirit. Why dost thou wrong her that did ne'er wrong thee? When did she cross thee with a bitter word?
Well, her silence flouts me, and I'll be revenged.
What, in my sight? Bianca Emilia, get thee in.
What, will you not suffer me? Nay, now I see. They are your treasure. They must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on their wedding day. Oh, talk not to me. I will go sit and weep till I can find occasion of revenge.
Was ever Signora thus grieved as I? Oh, then who comes here?
Good morrow, neighbor Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbor Polydor. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, madam, pray, have you not a daughter called Katharina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katharina.
You are too blunt. Go to it orderly.
You wrong me, Signor Lucentio. Give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, ma'am, who, hearing of her beauty and wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in music and mathematics, to fully instruct your daughter in those sciences, whereof I know she is not ignorant. Accept of him, or else you do me wrong.
You are welcome, sir, and he for your good sake, but for my daughter Katharina, this I know, she is not for your turn. The more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you like not of my company.
Mistake me not, I speak but as I find. But whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, Antonio's son.
Bro.
A man well known throughout all Italy.
Ah, I know him well. You are welcome for his sake. But, gentle sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon, madam. The boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto
Bianca.
Bianca, fair and virtuous, nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the eldest sister. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage I may have welcome amongst the rest that woo, and free access and favor as the rest. And toward the education of your daughters, I here bestow a simple instrument. And this small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then their worth is great.
Lucentio is your name? Of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, ma'am, son to Vincentio.
A mighty man of Pisa. By report, I know him well. You are welcome, sir. Take you the lute.
No.
And you the set of books? You shall go see your pupils presently. We will go walk a little in the orchard and then to dinner. You are very welcome, sirs, and so I pray you all to think yourselves.
Madam Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my father well, and in him, me, left solely heir to all his lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I get your daughter's love, what dowry shall I have with her to wife?
Well, upon my passing, the one half of my lands. And in possession, 20,000 crowns.
And for that dowry, I'll assure her of her widowhood, be it that she survive me in all my lands and leases whatsoever. Let specialties be therefore drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
When that special thing is well obtained, that is her love, for that is all in all.
Why, that is nothing, for I tell thee, mother, I am as peremptory as she proud-minded. Where two raging fires do meet together, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. Though little fire grows great with little wind, in extreme gusts will blow out fire and all. So I to her, and so she yields to me. For I am rough and woo not like a babe.
Well, mayst thou woo, and happy be thy speed, but be thou armed for some unhappy words.
Aye, to the proof, as mountains are for winds that shake not, though they blow perpetually.
Signor Petruchio, will you walk with us? Or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do. I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Then when I've talked a word or two with her, do you step in and give her hand to me, and tell her when the wedding day shall be, for I do know she would be married fain. And when our nuptial rites be once performed, let me alone to tame her well enough. Say that she rail! Why, then I'll tell her plain she sings, as sweet as a nightingale. Say that she frown. Why, then I'll tell her that she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say she be mute and will not speak a word. Why, then I will commend her volubility and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. If she do bid me pack, I will give her thanks, as though she bid me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day.
Kate! Come hither, wench. And list to me. use this gentleman friendly as thou canst.
Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard but something hard of hearing? Oh my God. They call me Katharina that do talk with me.
You lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate and Bonnie Kate. And sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs. Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? Oh, good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you in the first you were movable.
Why, what's a movable?
A joined stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
Jade is you, if me you mean.
Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz. Come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
Well, if I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting in his tail?
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails. And so, farewell.
What, with my tongue in your tail? Oh, nay, come again, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
I swear, I'll cuff you if you strike again.
If you strike me, you are no gentleman.
Nay, hear you, Kate. Oh, in sooth you skate not so.
I chafe you if I tarry. Let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough and coy and sullen. And now I find report a very liar. Thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip as angry wenches will. Or hast thou pleasure to be cross in talk, but thou with mildness entertainst thy wooers with gentle comfort, soft and affable.
Where did you study all this goodly speech?
Is extempore for my mother wit.
A witty mother, witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Marry, so I mean, sweet Katharina, in thy bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your mother hath consented that you shall be my wife. Your dowry agreed on, and will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn, for by this light whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well. Thou shalt be married to no man but me, for I am he am born to tame you, Kate, bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your mother. Never make denial, I must and will have Katharina to my wife.
Now, Petruchio, how speaks you with my daughter?
How but well, Signora, how but well. It were impossible I should speed amiss.
How now, daughter Katharina, and your dumps?
Call you me daughter. Now I promise you showed a tender motherly regard to wish me went to one half lunatic.
Give me your hand. Petruchio loves thee well, and will with wealth and ease maintain thy state. Here, Petruchio, take her for thy wife.
Mother, 'tis thus. Yourself and all the world that talked of her have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for policy. She's not froward, but modest as the dove. She's not hot, but temperate as the morn. And to conclude, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your speeding? Hey, then, good night our part.
Be patient, gentlemen. I chose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's that to you? 'Tis bargain twixt us twain, being alone, that she shall still be cursed in company. I tell you, 'tis incredible to believe how much she loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate. She hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. Give me thy hand, Kate. I will unto Venice to buy apparel against the wedding day. Provide the feast, mother, and bid the guests.
I know not what to say, but Give me your hands. God speed thee joy, Petruchio. 'Tis a match.
Amen, say we. We will be witnesses, Jinx.
Mother and wife, and gentlemen adieu, I will to Venice, Sunday comes apace. We will have rings and things in fine array, and kiss me, Kate. We will be married on Sunday.
Come. Kate, why dost thou look so sad? Be merry, wench. Thy wedding day is at hand.
Was ever match clapped up so suddenly?
Faith, gentlemen, now I play a merchant's part and venture madly on a desperate mart.
Bro! 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 Remember, bro.
Yo, as erst we did devise, take thou the lute, and go to Baptista's house to teach her eldest daughter on the lute.
I will, sir.
Now, sweet Lucentio, by this device shall we have leisure to court our loves. For while she is learning on the lute, her sisters may take time to steal abroad. For otherwise she'll keep them both within and make them work while she herself doth play. Oh, that's off. Here comes Baptista.
Now, Master Polydor, you are well met. I thank thee for the man you sent to me. A good musician, I think he is. I have set my daughters and him together. You are welcome, sirs. And if my house affords you anything that may content your mind, I pray you, sirs, make bold with me. So, I will leave you for an hour or two, for I to see against the bridegroom come, that all things be according to his will.
Come now, Lucentio, come in with me, and we will sit a while and chat with them, and after bring them forth to take the air.
Guess some more drink here. Here, wife, eat some of these things.
So I do, my lord.
Here, wife, I drink to thee.
The senseless trees by music have been moved, and at the sound of pleasant tuned strings have savage beasts hung down their listening heads as though cast into a trance. Then may it be that she whom naught can move, with music's sound in time may be surprised. Come, lovely mistress, will you take the lute and play the lesson that I taught you last?
'Tis no matter whether I do or no, for trust me, I take no great delight in it.
I would, sweet mistress, that it lay in me to help you to that thing that's your delight.
In you with the pestilence, are you so kind? Then make a nightcap of your fiddle's case to warm your head and hide your filthy face.
If that, sweet mistress, were your heart's content, you should command a greater thing than that, although it were 10 times my disgrace.
You're so kind, 'twere pity you should be hanged.
Well, will you play a little?
Aye, give me the lute.
That stop was false. Play it again.
Then mend it thou, thou filthy ass!
What? Do you bid me kiss your ass?
Oh, you best be still as I cross your pate and make your music fly about your ears!
Hold, mistress, sounds, will you break my lute?
I on the head, and if thou speak to me. Here, take it up and fiddle somewhere else. And see you come no more into this place, lest that I clap your fiddle on your face.
Ooh, sounds! Teach her to play upon the lute. The devil shall teach her first. But I'm glad she's gone, for I was ne'er so afraid in all my life, but that my lute should fly about my ears.
Now, my friend, why does it look so pale?
For fear, I promise you, if I look pale.
Why, Grumio, will she not learn a pace?
I think she'll sooner prove a soldier. Iron may hold her, but never lutes.
Why then thou canst not break her to the lute?
Why, no, for she hath broke the lute to me. I did but tell her she mistook her frets, and bowed her hand to teach her finger hand. But she'll ne'er be learnt from me again.
Well, Grumio, go to thy chamber, and look not so discomforted. Now, fair Amelia, my lovely love, brighter than the burnished palace of the sun. O fair Amelia, I pine for thee, and either must enjoy thy love or die.
Fie, man, I know you will not die for love. Eternal heaven sooner be dissolved before such hap befall Polydore.
Thanks, fair Amelia, for those sweet words. But what saith Bianca to her friend?
Why, I am buying merchandise of him.
My mistress shall not need buy of me. I fill my coffers of the wealthy minds, and you shall take your liberal choice of all.
I thank you, sir, and would Bianca might, in any courtesy, requite you so, as she with willing heart would well bestow.
How now, Zolnus? Is Petruchio come?
Not yet, Mother. I wonder he stays so long.
And where's your sister that she is not here?
She is making of her ready, mother, to go to church, and if that he were come.
And yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will be to want the bridegroom when the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to this shame of ours?
No shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart to a mad brave brute to be full of spleen who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you I was a frantic fool, writing bitter jests and blunt behavior, and to be noted for a merry man, he'll woo 1,000, point the day of marriage, make feasts, invite friends, proclaim the band, yet never means to wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Katharina and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, if it would please him, come and marry her.
Patience, good Katharina, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well, whatever fortune stays him from his word. Though he be blunt, yet I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal, he's honest.
Would Katharina have never seen him go?
Oh, go, girl. I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more a shrew of thy impatient humor.
Come, where be these gallants? Who's at home? Woo!
You are welcome, sir.
But where is Kate? Where's my lovely bride? Oh, how does my mother? Gentles, methinks you frown. And wherefore gaze this goodly company as if they saw some wondrous monument, some comet or unusual prodigy?
Sir, you know this is your wedding day. First, were we sad, fearful that you would not come. Now, sadder still that you come thus, unprovided. Fie! Doff this habit, shame to your estate, an eyesore to our great solemnity.
The morning wears, 'tis time we were at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chambers, put on robes of mine.
Not I, believe me, thus I'll visit her.
But thus I trust you will not marry her.
Good sooth, even thus, therefore have done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. If I could repair, what she will wear in me, as I can change these poor accoutrements. 'Twere well for Kate and better for myself. What a fool am I to talk with you when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss. Woo!
Better explain yourself.
He hath some meaning in his mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere you go to church.
I'll after him to see the event of this.
Oh, a bridegroom, said you. Tis a groom indeed. A grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find. Why, he's a devil, a very fiend. Tut, she's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him, curster than she, I'll tell you. When the priest should ask if Katharina should be his wife, "Ay, my God's wounds," quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book. But after many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. "A health," quoth he, as though he had been aboard carousing to his mates after a storm, quaffed off the muscadel. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips with such a clamorous smack that all the church did echo, go, go. And I, seeing this, came thence for very shame, and after me I know the rout is coming. Such a mad marriage never was before. Hark, hark, I hear the minstrels play.
Make you cry! Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer, but so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I mean to take my leave.
Is possible you will away tonight?
I must away today before night come. Make it no wonder. If you knew my business, you would entreat me rather go than stay. And honest company, I thank you all that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my mother, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
But let us entreat you, stay till after dinner.
But let him go or tarry. I am resolved to stay and not to travel on my wedding day.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me, stay, and yet not stay, entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay. Nay then, do what thou canst. I will not go today, nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir. There lies your way. You may be jogging whilst your boots agree. For me, I'll not be gone till I please myself.
Okay, content thee. Prithee, be not angry.
I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Mother, be quiet. He shall stay at my leisure. Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she had not a spirit to resist.
They shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Obey the bride, you that attend on her. Go to the feast. Revel and domineer. Carouse full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad and merry, or go hang yourselves. As for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, Look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I will be master of what is mine own. She is my goods, my chattels. She is my house, my household stuff. My field, my barn, my horse, my ox, my ass, my anything. And here she stands. Touch her, whoever dare.
Put me down! Mom, seriously! Help me! Put me down! Nay, let them go. A couple of quiet ones.
Went they not quickly, I should die with laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like.
Mistress, what's your opinion of your sister?
Well, that being mad herself, she's madly mated.
I warrant him, Petruchio is cated.
Lucentio, you shall supply the bridegroom's place and let Bianca take her sister's room.
Oh, shall sweet Bianca practice how to bride it?
She shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Now, welcome, Kate. Nay, good sweet Kate, be merry. What? Not yet supper upon the board, nor table spread, nor nothing done at all. Where's that villain I sent before? Come, Kate, sit down. I know you have a stomach. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? Zounds, burnt and scorched! Who dressed this meat? Go, you villain, bring you me such meat. Out of my sight, I say, and bear it hence. Come, Kate, we'll have other meat provided.
Pray you, husband, be not so disquiet. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away. I expressly am forbid to touch it, since it engenders choler, planteth anger. And 'twere better that both of us did fast, since of ourselves are choleric, than to feed it with such over-roasted flesh. Be patient, tomorrow it shall be mended. As for this night, we will fast for company. Come, I'll bring thee to thy bridal chamber.
Ow! Didst ever see the like? He kills her in her own humor, in her chambers, making a sermon of continency to her, and rails and swears and rates that she, poor soul, knows not which way to stand, to look, to speak, and sits as one new risen from a dream. Huh?
Ha ha! Thus have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. She ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not. As with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find about the making of the bed. And here I'll fling the pillow, there the bolster, this way the coverlet, another way the sheets. Aye, and amid this hurly, I intend that all is done in reverent care of her. And in conclusion, she shall watch all night. And if she chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl with the clamor, keep her still awake. This is a way to kill a wife with kindness. Thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humor. He that knows better how to tame a shrew. Now let him speak. 'Tis charity to show. Kate! The King of Kings, the glorious God in heaven, who in 6 days did frame his heavenly work and made all things to stand in perfect order. Oh. Won't be eating these. And from his side of the steam a rib was taken, of which the Lord did make the woe of man.
Oh, no, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. But did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my mother's door upon entreaty have a present always. If not elsewhere, they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat. Giddy for lack of sleep, with oath kept waking and with brawling fed. That which spites me more than all these wants, he does it in the name of perfect love. As who should say if I should sleep or eat, or deadly sickness, or else present death. I pray thee go and get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish that I do love to feed upon.
Ah, but the mustard is too hot a little.
I then the beef and let the mustard rest.
Nay then, I will not. You shall have the mustard, or else you get no beef of Grumio.
Then both, or one, or anything thou wilt.
Why then, the mustard without the beef.
Go and get thee gone, thou false deluding churl that feeds me with the very name of meat. For sorrow on you and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery. Go and get thee gone, I say!
How fares my Kate? What, sweeting, all aboard?
Mistress, what cheer?
Faith, sir, as cold as can be.
Pluck up thy spirit. Hey, look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. I am sure, sweet Kate, that this kindness merits thanks. What, not a word? Nay, then thou lovest it not, and all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, take away the dish.
I pray you let it stand.
The poorest service shall be repaid with thanks, and so shall mine before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
I pray you, sir, let it stand, for I'll eat some with her myself.
Well, Sirrah, set it down again.
Nay, I pray you have him bear it hence and keep it for your own diet, for all none. I'll there be beholden to you for your meat. I'll tell thee flatly, here unto thy teeth, thou shalt not keep me, nor feed me as thou list, for I will home again unto my mother's house.
Aye, when you're meek and gentle, and not before. Come, Polydor, let's go in again. And Kate, come in with us. I know ere long that thou and I shall lovingly agree.
The haberdasher hath brought my mistress home her cap here.
Come hither, Sirrah, what have you there?
A velvet cap, sir, and it please you.
Who spoke for it? Didst thou, Kate?
And what if I did? Come hither, sirrah. Let me see the cap, I'll see if it will fit me.
Oh, monstrous! Why, it becomes thee not. Let me see it, Kate. Here, Sirrah, take it hence. This cap is out of fashion quite.
The fashion is good enough, and gentlewomen wear such caps as these.
When you are gentle, you shall have one too. And not till then.
That will not be in haste.
Why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak. And speak I will. I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me say my mind, and if you cannot, best stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the uttermost, as I please in words.
Thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap. I love thee well, and that thou likest it not.
Love me or love me not, I like the cap, and if you do not like it, hide your eyes.
Sirrah, be gone with it. Welcome, my Kate, we will to your mother's, even in these honest mean habiliments, and therefore frolic. We will henceforth with to feast and sport us at thy mother's house. Thy sisters, Kate, tomorrow must be wed, and I promised them thou shouldst be there. The morning is well up, let's haste away. Shall be 9 o'clock ere we come there.
9 o'clock? Light is already past 2 in the afternoon by all the clocks in the town.
I say 'tis but 9 o'clock in the morning.
I say it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shall be 9 then, ere we go to your mother's. Come back again, we shall not go today. Nothing but crossing of me still. I'll have you do as I say ere you go.
By so this gallant will command the sun.
Come on, in God's name, once more toward our mothers. Good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon.
The moon, the sun, it is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon, or star, or what I list, or ere I journey to your mother's house. Never more crossed and crossed, nothing but crossed.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Why then, I'll say it as you say. It is the moon. And be it moon, or sun, or what you please, and if you please to call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay, then you lie, it is the blessed sun!
And God be blessed, it is the blessed sun! But sun it is not when you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind. When you will have it named, that it is. And so shall it be for Katharina.
Petruchio. Go thy ways, the field is won.
Well, forward, forward. Thus the bold should run, not unluckily against the bias. And trust me, Kate, hadst thou not named the moon, we had gone back again, sure as death.
Must they be married now?
Aye, my lord.
Then give some more drink and let them play again.
Here, my lord.
Come, lovely sons, your marriage rites performed. Let's hie us home to see what cheer we have. I wonder that lives Trevero, Petruchio, and his bride come not to see our great solemnity.
No marvel if Petruchio be a wife. His wife, I think, hath troubled so his wits that he remains at home to keep them warm.
Come, husband, let's forward to see the end of this feud.
First, kiss me, Kate, and we will.
In the midst of the street?
What? Art thou ashamed of me?
No, sir, God forbid, but ashamed to kiss.
Then let's home again. Come, let's away.
Hey! I will give thee a kiss. Now, pray thee, love, stay.
Is this not well? Come, my sweet Kate. Better once than never, or never too late.
Bro! Bro!
At last though long, our jarring notes agree, and time it is when raging war is done to smile at scapes and perils overblown. My fair Bianca, bid my mother welcome, brother Petruchio, sister Katharina, and thou Polydor with thy loving Amelia, feast with the best and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Cheers. Cheers. Pray you sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords this kindness, son Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now for my life, Polydor fears his Amelia.
You never trust me if I be afeard.
Oh, you are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Polydor is afeard of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied.
Mistress, how mean you that?
And thus I conceived by him.
Conceives by me! How likes Polydor that?
My Amelia says thus she conceives her tale.
Very well mended. Kiss him for that, dear sister.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And thus you know my meaning.
Very mean meaning.
Right. I mean you.
Well, I mean indeed respecting you.
Ah, to her, Kate!
Her, Amelia!
100 marks, my Kate, just put her down.
That's my office.
Spoke like an officer. How to thee, lad?
Aye, Mistress Bride, hath that awakened you?
Aye, but not frightened me. Therefore I'll sleep again.
Nay, that you shall not, since you have begun. Have at you for a bitter jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush, and so pursue me as you draw your bow. You are welcome all.
She hath prevented me. Here, Signor Lucentio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not. Therefore a health to all that shot and missed.
'Tis well that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer does hold you at a bay.
Oh, Petruchio, Lucentio hits you now.
I thank ye for that gird, good Lucentio.
Confess, confess, hath he not hit you here?
Has a little galled me, I confess. And as the jest did glance away from me, is 10 to 1, it named you two outright.
Oh, in good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no. And therefore, for assurance, let's each one send forth unto his wife. And he whose wife is most obedient to come when he first does call for her shall win the wager which we will propose.
Content. What is the wager?
20 crowns?
20 crowns! I'd venture so much my hawk or hound, but 20 times so much upon my wife.
100 then.
Content.
A match, 'tis done.
Ah, who shall begin?
That will I. Go, Grumio. Bid my mistress come to me.
Son, I'll be your half. Bianca comes.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
She sends you word that she is busy. She cannot come.
How? She is busy. She cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, and a kind one too. Pray God, sir, your wife send you not a worse.
I hope better.
Sirrah, Grumio, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her. Nay, then she must needs come.
I am afraid, sir, do what you can. Yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Worse and worse. She will not come. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured! Sirrah Grumio, go to my mistress. Say, I command her to come to me.
Oh, I know her answer.
What?
She will not!
The fouler fortune mine, and there an end.
No. By my Halligan. Here comes Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where are your sisters?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go fetch them hither. If they deny to come, swinge me them soundly forth unto their husbands. Away, I say, and bring them hither straight.
Here is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
So it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Merry, peace, it bodes, and love, and quiet life, and awful rule and right supremacy, and, to be short, what not but sweet and happy.
Aye, Petruchio, the wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses 20,000 crowns, another dowry to another daughter, for she is changed, as she had never been.
Nay, I will win my wager better still, and show more sign of her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes and brings your froward wives as prisoners for womanly persuasion.
Lord, let me never have such cause to sigh to let me brought to such a silly pass.
Fie, what foolish duty call you this?
I would your duty were as foolish to the wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, have cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Katharina, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall, and first begin with her.
Then you that live thus by your pampered wheels, now listen to me and mark what I shall say. The King of Kings, the glorious God of heaven, who in 6 days did frame his heavenly work and made all things to stand in perfect course, and to his image he did make a man, old Adam. And from his side asleep a rib was taken, of which the Lord did make the woe of man, so termed by Adam then, woman. For that by her sin came to us, and for her sin was Adam doomed to die. As Sarah to her husband, so should we. Obey them, love them, keep and nourish them. If they by any means do want our helps, laying our hands under their feet to tread, if that by that we might procure their ease. And, for President, I'll first begin and lay my hand under my husband's feet.
There's a wench. Come on and kiss me, Kate.
Oh, go thy ways, old lad, for thou shalt have it.
Now, Polydor, what say you to this? For Petruchio, the wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses, for to show thee how pleased I am in this, I will add unto their losses 100 pounds. I freely give thee more.
Now go thy ways. Thou hast tamed a curse.
Tis a wonder by your leave she will be tamed so.
Petruchio.
Believe me, mother, I rejoice to see Petruchio and his wife so well agree.
How now, Polydor? In a slump? What sayest thou, man?
I say, thou art a shrew.
That's better than a sheep.
Come, Kate. Will to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped.
Well, kiss some more wine. What's all the players gone? Oh. Who's this? Oh, Lord. Sarah, I have had the bravest dream that ever thou heardest in all thy life. Oh, will she? I know now how to tame a shrew. I dreamt upon it all this night till now, and thou hast waked me out of the best dream that ever I had in my life. But I'll tell my wife presently and tame her too, and if she anger me.
Hi. Hi. Amid that threatening, unkind brow, and dare not scornful glances from those eyes to whom thy lord, my king, my governor, what blots thy beauty as frost do bite the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwind shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty. And while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. My husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee. And for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the day in cold, while thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hand but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Not too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, but what is she? But a foul contending rebel and a graceless traitor to her loving lord. I am ashamed that women are so simple. To offer war when they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, and apt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our heart well agree with our external parts? Come, you froward and unable worms, my mind hath been as big as one of yours. My heart is great, my reason happily more to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But I see now our lances are but straws. Our strength is weak, our weakness past compare. That seeming to be most which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hand below your husband's foot, in token of such duty, if he please. My hand is ready. May it do him ease.